The hardest thing about business is minding your own. There are few cities where this proverb rings truer than in Everlight. With an underworld almost as large as a surface city, a provider can be
that way?
Blasted armor. Sure.
Just give the word.
Yes? Yes?
You'll have to wait! Yes?
Huh?
All right, here goes nothing.
Yes? What do we need?
Sounds like a plan.
This way, right?
Uh-huh.
That's the way?
Look at that, boys.
Danger up ahead!
So, what's the plan?
Huh? What's next?
Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely
Highwaymen! Fire wielders!
Let's see. Alright, why not?
Huh? Help you with something?
That island in the lake, that's the Creators Guild, isn't it?
Yeah? Why you asking?
It might be the distance, but it looked a lot more populated when I was last there.
That's because after your father's war, a lot of the Creators' mages left. They were afraid of being out in the open, so to speak.
Why? The Creators Guild didn't participate in the war, did it? Same as Everlight.
Yeah, but that didn't stop the common folk and the refugees who came here from blaming them. There were even attacks on the guild.
Well, not all the common folk, as you call it, took part in them. I know the Creators' mages haven't ever done anything foul. What happened during that attack was a bloody tragedy. The mayor saw that the people who did it were put on the gallows.
I want to cross over there. How much will that cost?
25 gold. And no haggling.
I want to cross the lake.
Sure, where to? Got it. Hop in.
So, what's the plan? You got it.
As a neutral, apolitical association of mages solely devoted to the study of magic, the members of the Creators Guild were among the few gifted that remained neutral during your father's war. Though not comparable...
Here we are. Impressive.
And there's people down the hall. We should...
Interesting. We do not get visitors often these times.
Who are you?
I'm Undergast. I suppose you could call me the head of the guild. I sensed someone was coming and that someone had an intriguing aura. Now I know who it is. You are Isamo Tahar's child, are you not?
How do you know?
Well, I have studied Isamo Tahar's magic quite extensively, especially since the end of the Mage Wars. He was a remarkable man. Yours and his magical aura have a lot of similarities.
A remarkable man?
Yes.
Does that mean you supported him?
No, that is not what I said. I merely stated that he, as a mage and a man, was remarkable, unusual or special, and therefore surprising or worth mentioning. My opinion on the war is an entirely different matter.
How are our auras similar?
Well, hard to say. You can simply tell that you're related. And there's something else about you that is, well, strange.
I get that a lot. Could you elaborate?
It is hard to say. There's something peculiar about you. An oddity in your aura which I cannot make sense of. I'm sorry. Either way, I assume you were here for a reason. How may we, the little that is left of us, help you?
I was wondering if you could tell me more about the Creators Guild.
Maybe I should begin with the question, what do you know about us already?
I know that you are a neutral association of mages that didn't participate in the Mage Wars. That's about it.
Well, and that is about the core of our guild. We are mages devoted to study, science, and the preservation of knowledge, and we do not involve ourselves in political conflict. We were founded in the year 231 by a woman named Goddess Bowdry. Ever since, the Creators Guild has been a constant in the ever-changing political landscape of Northander.
So you are the leader of the guild?
Well, I do not see myself as such, but yes, the majority of the guild considers me its leader.
The ferryman told me about an attack on the guild after the Mage Wars. He said it was the reason that there are so few mages left on the island. Is that true?
Yes, but it was not just the attack. There was also an internal disagreement.
That attack, how did it end? Am I right to assume you stopped it?
Of course. They were trying to kill us, so we fought back and killed them instead. At least until their morale was broken. Looking back, I think that this display of power was something we should have done earlier. Only because we were peaceful, the people who attacked us assumed that we were defenseless. They will not make the same mistake again.
That's a very dry way of seeing it.
If by dry you mean that it lacks the emotional aspect most people would add to a statement like this, then yes, I suppose it is. But again, it was not only the attack that diminished our numbers, but also a disagreement we had within the guild.
What kind of disagreement?
I would prefer not to talk about it. I am sorry.
Actually, we're here for a reason. We're investigating the Bloodburn. Is there anything you or your guild knows about it?
The Bloodburn? You're studying it?
I guess you could say that, yes.
Interesting. No, we do not know more about it than most alchemists or apothecaries at this point, though our general consensus is that we doubt the corporeal origin of the plague. There is magic involved in it.
Well, you're right about that. It's magical, and it's connected to the Shapers.
The Tsarlan. That's interesting. Say, would you mind to tell me more? You seem to know a lot of variables which we are not aware of yet.
I'll tell you, but we should find somewhere to sit. It's a long story.
Of course. Well, this is both fascinating and peculiar.
What do you make of it?
I do not believe in visions and prophecy, unless they come from a dreamweaver, so I'm uncertain. There is no arguing that this man Rondar Lacane knew more about the Bloodburn than most people. And his clues led you to Mullendeer, which is nothing short of impressive. So you believe that the Bloodburn is caused by Shaper telepathy. Is that correct?
It is a theory, but yeah. Rogue telepathy, so to speak.
I see. I would like to come with you.
What?
I was clear, was I not? I would like to come with you. Your story is nothing short of fascinating. The Shaper City, the Bloodburn, and this Nexus. I would like to accompany you and help. I have a wide knowledge of the magic and the Shapers, and have a strong interest in finding a cure for the Bloodburn.
What about the guild? Aren't you their leader?
I am, but that does not bind me to stay. It is common for creators' mages to head out to expeditions. They have become rarer due to the war, but still, there is nothing stopping me from coming back when our business is concluded.
Well, why not? Just know that it will be dangerous.
I can defend myself. Quite well, in fact. However, there is one thing I need to finish before I come with you. Study. Maybe you could help. This would facilitate matters.
As long as it doesn't take too much time, yes. What are you studying?
Simple. I have always been fascinated by the notion of sentience and the mind in general. What creates consciousness? What is it that distinguishes us as humans from a wolf who is slave to his instincts? Quite recently, a group of refugees who arrived in Everlight told me of a bizarre sight. They said that a stone golem took over the abandoned mine near the gates and has grown a soul, and apparently has been trading with the villagers and even befriended one of them. It all seems highly unlikely, but I want to investigate it.
A monster with a soul? How is that even possible?
I do not know. It is not the first time people have reported such occurrences, but most of the times they turned out to be a hoax. This is the first case I've heard that might be legitimate. If it's true, this might change the world forever. Can you imagine? The ramifications of such a discovery would be monumental. It is currently believed that only the 5 principal kinds are capable of conscious thought. Disproving that would change everything. Suddenly, would killing a monster not be a homicidal act? Would putting them in a cage not be considered slavery? And finally, is it right for the principal kinds to consider themselves special, chosen by the Guardians?
What do you need my help with?
Well, this is all an exciting scholarly prospect, but a golem is still a golem. So if the monster goes feral, I will require assistance. I can defend myself, but still it would be unwise to go there alone. I will get prepared and meet you at the mine. Do you know where it is?
Tell me.
Up north, at the top of the Iskander mountain. I will go as soon as possible.
Fair enough. I'll see you there.
Blasted armor. Odd fellow. But he's a capable mage, that's for sure.
You have a strange aura. Interesting.
I beg your pardon?
Your aura, it's different. Cold. Anyway, forgive my manners. Callaghan Theo, archiver of the Creators Guild. How may I help you?
I'm looking for someone. An archaeologist named Ilbertus Watley.
Watley? That man obsessed with his island?
Yes. What do you know about him?
Not much. Only that he showed up here some years ago asking for funding for his bizarre excavation. All the nobles who usually fund these kinds of things had rejected him. However, he didn't have any proof backing up his claims, other than him claiming to be of Hibernian ancestry, just like Queen Aelith. So we had to send him away as well, which didn't stop him from digging.
He thinks he's a Hibernian?
Well, he said that his great-great-great-great-grandmother was part Hibernian or something along those lines, though he didn't have any of the Queen's gifts.
And he also claimed that, through his heritage, he has been having those strange dreams since his childhood. Of a secluded island within the Black Sea that no explorer has ever laid eyes upon.
And I take it you didn't believe him.
Well, I wanted to, and so did the other archivers. But the moment we start giving out money for fascinating stories alone is the moment we will stop existing.
Why would he dig in Everlight to find an island?
Because apparently there's a Shaper portal that might take him there. Or a Hibernian portal, I don't remember. It's been a while.
Fascinating.
If you and the nobles denied him the means to do an excavation, how did he dig?
That's where it gets tragic. He spent his entire heritage.
To no avail.
Not entirely. He found what resembled a portal, but it was just dead, cold stone. It didn't take him anywhere. He tried to activate it for years, but ultimately his savings ran out. Now he lives in the Mud District, begging for food. He literally gave it all for his dream, but failed. A sad story. Why do you ask, though?
Because we're looking for that island.
Oh? Well, then you should probably talk to Watley himself. If you can find him, that is. I have to continue my work now. Safe travels, friends.
Now would you look at that?
Sure.
Interesting.
Yes, come closer. I'm sure I have just what you need. Pleasure doing business with you. Come again. Daggers, I'm getting new wares by the next everything's turn. Wary traveler. Come again. May Tiara bless your path.
Yes?
Armors and shields. Everything from copper daggers to moon silver swords. Good choice.
Now would you
Looking
look
for
at that?
potions and scrolls? I'm sure I have just what you need. You know how to bargain, don't you?
Yes?
Corporal?
Huh?
Yes?
Yes?
Uh-huh.
Huh?
Just give the word.
Hey, you're an adventurer, aren't you? Come take a look. I'm sure I've got something that might spark your interest. A fair offer.
What do we need?
Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed.
Yes?
Mm-hmm. Well then, off to the Mud District. Let's hope Watley's still there.
And still alive.
We should get moving.
Got it. Understood. Excuse me, madam. I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for a man named Ilbertus Watley. He's supposed to live here.
Watley? Oh, you mean that beggar? Ah, he lives here. Does nothing but beg for coins at the marketplace all day long. What do you want from him?
Long story. Much obliged.
Yes? Want to trade? Farewell.
Whatever's necessary.
The best wares from Kalea to Northander. Pleasure doing business with you.
What do you want?
Come again. I'm getting new wares by the next moon's turn.
I think that's him.
A coin, fair lady. Please, the old father will reward you for your generosity.
Are you Sir Ilbertus Wadley?
Yes, I am. Who are you? How do you know my name?
We're here because of the island in the Black Sea.
That accursed island. Tiara's breath. And here I thought I was done with it for good.
You seem bitter about it.
How did you guess? I sacrificed everything I had just for some deluded fantasy. From a nobleman in Tiara's grace to a beggar in the mud district. Quite the career, isn't it? And all because of some deluded childhood dream. Because I wanted to believe I'm special. Let's not talk about it.
Well, we know for a fact that it exists, and we want to find it.
What?
The island exists, and we have reason to believe there's something on it that we need. And we've been told that you tried to excavate an old Hibernian portal that could lead us there.
Forgive me, but this is a lot to take in.
But that portal exists.
Yes. Yes, it does. But it's useless. Just a piece of stone.
Another question. We were told that you consider yourself part Hibernian, like the Queen.
Well, not anymore. But yes, I believed that for a very long time.
How come?
Long story. The short version is that I've had these strange dreams ever since I can remember. Dreams of turquoise marble, of old rituals and ancient dragons. But they were always so vivid, like a real memory.
And that led you to believe they were?
That and the fact that I've always felt different from others. But then again, who doesn't? In the end, the Creators Guild was right. I had nothing to back up my claims.
So, you used up all your wealth to find that island?
Yes. As you probably know, no one was willing to fund my expedition. So I decided to take the matter into my own hands. Looking back, I can't believe how obsessed I was. Even when I sold the house my family had lived in for generations, I didn't see where that route was ultimately bound to take me. But I'd rather not talk about it. I hope you understand.
How did you learn of that island?
That's complicated. What it ultimately amounted to were some vague explorers' diaries, dreams, and an active imagination.
And that's all?
No, it's not. But please understand that this is a very painful chapter of my past, which I prefer to remain closed.
What exactly did you hope to find on that island?
Wealth. At least, that was part of it, and what I told my potential patrons. Then, of course, there was my supposed Hibernian heritage. But, all that aside, Hibernian culture has always fascinated me. I studied archaeology in Greyfell, and as most archaeologists, I was always laughed at. Most people still consider it an expensive hobby for nobles rather than a true craft. I wanted to prove them wrong.
Oh, friend, I can relate to that. You wouldn't believe how much.
You can?
Be that as it may, we need to find a way to get to that island, and building a ship isn't an option. Can you show us that portal?
Haven't you listened? It doesn't work.
We need to try. Can you take us there?
Fine. I can, but only under one condition. You need to pay me. Now, believe me, I wouldn't ask this if I had a choice, but leaving this place during the busiest hours of the day means I'll end up with an empty belly tonight. Just give me 30 gold. That should last me for a week.
Take 60.
Oh, that's very generous of you. Thank you. Meet me at the excavation site, will you? I need to take care of something first.
Okay, see you there.
Let's give it all up to a dream and then fail. Research.
Huh?
Axes, daggers, swords, everything for the wary traveler. Come again. May Tiara bless your path.
Yes?
Huh? Fine.
You! Yes, you! Oh, stranger! Would you be so kind and help a wretched man? A terrible curse befell me, and you look bold enough to come to my aid. I cannot eat, I cannot sleep, I cannot smith. You just might be my only hope. You! Yes, you! Oh, stranger! Would you be so kind and help a wretched man? A terrible curse befell me, and you look...
Sounds, tragic. What kind of curse is it? A magical one?
What? No! No, it is far worse than that. It is the curse of love. My sweet Jane and I are kept from each other by our cruel families. I come from one of the most noble elven families. Yes, I might have chosen the simple life of a blacksmith over the comforts of nobility, but that did not stop my father from meddling in my affairs. My father and Jane's family are plotting against us. Our parents' schemes have gone so far that they do not even allow Jane to see me anymore. I am sure it is her father who is behind it. He simply cannot accept my decision to forfeit the noble life. However, I have devised a plan to reunite Jane and me. But to carry it out, I need your help.
That guy may be odd, but his craftsmanship is excellent. Didn't you say we might need a smith for our army?
How can I help you?
Ask.
Ask what?
Why, about Jane and me. You must have millions of questions, and I do not blame you. Such fierce display of emotions can be overwhelming for the poor soul who has never felt them.
All right. Then tell me a bit more about Jane.
Oh, where should I start? She is the most divine being ever known to walk the earth. The moment I met her on a sweet summer's day, I knew she was the one. We shared the most beautiful night of fiery passion, and it soon became clear that we were meant to be together. These enchanted eyes, her hair golden and sweet like molten honey, her shapely cheeks with a touch of rose like a blossoming flower, her slender waist like...
Yeah, I get it. Thanks. Why did you become a smith and not a nobleman?
Oh, it is simple. My father might be a noble, but he has achieved status and respect through hard work and determination. It was always my intention to follow the same path. Wealth makes people complacent. I wanted to earn my keep, and that my father does not see the true virtuous intentions behind my decision saddens me even more.
I don't have any more questions. Let's discuss your plan. How do you want me to help you? I'd rather not take on the Everlight nobility.
Oh, do not worry. This will not be necessary. All you have to do is deliver this potion to Jane. It's the milk of the poppy mixed with fire nettle, a very potent sleeping potion. Once ingested, it mimics death for around 24 hours. She and I will both drink it, and I paid the mortician to not embalm our bodies and cover up our escape. Tonight, at sunset, we shall both drink it. Then, once we wake up, we will escape this wretched city forever and build a new life in a better world.
Milk of the poppy and fire nettle are both strong sedatives. Do you really think mixing the two is a good idea? You might die.
I will not. Trust me, one of my many virtues is an excellent knowledge in the art of alchemy. I know what I am doing.
Well, okay. I'll give this potion to Jane and tell her of your plan.
Splendid. Wonderful. You, brave traveler, are what's lacking in this world. Men and women who fight for the beauty of love. Speak to me once the deed has been done.
Are you really gonna give that woman Jane this potion? This sounds like one heck of a stupid plan.
Well, let's see what she has to say about it first.
You got it.
That wasn't a particularly good...
Rats with they not, but maybe we fend them off next.
Yes.
Will do.
All right, just be careful. You know, men can be irrational.
I do. Thanks, Dad.
Fair enough, then. I'll see you tonight for dinner. And please help Mother with these draperies, will you?
I will.
Are you Jane?
Yes, I am. Who is asking?
A friend. I was sent by Vilron to give you this potion.
Vilron? But what's in that flask? I'm sorry, but this is a little odd.
Well, it's a sleeping potion. He wants you to take it at sunset tonight, and he will do the same. It will mimic death, so you can escape from your families and be together. Or, at least, that was the plan.
Oh, I see. Well, I hate to say it, but you're a little misinformed. Vilron and I had a lovely evening together, and yes, we kissed, but that's about it. He's not really my type. Too impulsive, too, syrupy.
Then what do you want me to tell Vilron? I have to stop him from taking that potion tonight, and waking up all alone in the morgue.
Well, if you're going to talk to him anyway, tell him the truth. Trying to spare him from rejection led to this entire situation. Tell him that I really appreciated our time together and that I know he will find true love sooner or later.
That's not the way Vilron told it. He said you love him as much as he loves you, and that it's your parents keeping you from each other.
Oh, by Tiara. Yes, I told him that I loved him that night because it felt right in that moment, but then he started writing me these poems and sonnets, and by now I think there isn't a single flower he hasn't compared me to. And then he sent that letter where he asked me how we should name our children. That was the moment I, well, needed some distance. Don't get me wrong, he's a really good man, but I just can't deal with his enthusiasm. I'm sure he will find a girl that will appreciate his sonnets, but it just isn't me.
Oh my. That's kind of funny.
All right then. Sorry for bothering you.
Oh no, you didn't bother me in the least. This entire situation is unfortunate. Thank you for helping us resolve all this. I was too much of a coward to do it myself. Goodbye.
No, Penelope. You cannot do this to me. He loudly screamed, full of pain and anguish. Penelope softly cast him a mournful glance. Her eyes dreamily drifted off towards the merciless and cold winter sky. But I have to, she silently whispered, full of remorse. Her tender breath tenderly caressed his haggard cheekbones, mockingly. My heart beats with yearning when I see her sweet and lovely face. For you, oh my former beloved, my feelings resemble the deepest depths of the deep sea of dreams, but alas, I am still young. I want my heart aflame, burning brightly like the fires of Zarak. She, oh my former beloved, is the spark that shall kindle my desires. A bitter tear bitterly flowed down Bartekius's face. As if slyly commenting on his endless, horrible suffering, the wind howled mourningly in the distance. A storm would come.
If that is your wish, oh beloved,
Bartekius vigorously ejaculated, full of loving acceptance.
Then I shall accept it. For I know that true love knows no malice, no jealousy. True love knows love.
What is it?
What was that?
That was an excerpt from my novel. Shackles.
You should cut back on...
What? No. I need to communicate what my characters are feeling. What do you think the readers are? Telepaths? In a book, there's only the writing that can carry information, unlike in the plays. But who am I even talking to? It's obvious you're a simpleton. Just move along, will you? I have hearts to kindle.
You're back. So tell me, did you complete your glorious quest?
Yeah, about that. Vilron, I don't think Jane will be drinking that potion. She isn't interested in fleeing Everlight with you.
Why would she not want to come with me?
Jane doesn't love you, Vilron. She led you on because she didn't want to hurt your feelings, and she asked me to tell you.
What? No! Her father must have forced her to say this. And I am tired of having that madman coerce my beloved. Ride with me, warrior of love. We shall free Jane from that tyrant's oppression once and for all.
Wait, Vilron. Before you do anything, stop for a minute and think. You've known this girl for 2 weeks, right? And yes, you shared one romantic evening together, but that's about all. What do you really know about her?
What? What do you mean?
I mean, maybe you fell in love with an idea of Jane, not Jane herself.
But no, that can't be it. Or can it?
Don't blame yourself. We all get a little overzealous when we first find love.
But no, it can't be over. This is how love works, is it not? It's what the poets always say and the bards always sing. Though, maybe there is truth in your words. Maybe I got too excited. Oh, blazes. Why didn't I see this? Oh, god damn it. I can't believe this really happened.
Actually, if you want to turn the page and start over, I might have an offer for you. My men are in need of an elven smith in Mullendir. You can come with me and forget all about this.
Mullendir? The ancient Shaper city?
Yes, we found it. It's a long story, but I can tell you all you need to know on the way. And we can pay you.
I don't know. I can't just leave my smithy, can I? Then again, everything here reminds me of her.
You don't need to leave forever. Just stay with us until our mission is completed.
All right then. You convinced me. Let me get my things first, and I'll meet you at the border. And thanks again for telling me the truth.
Quite the speech you gave him.
Just common sense. You read my mind. Now would you
help you with something?
I want to cross the lake.
Sure. Where to? Got it. Hop in.
I'll be off. Interesting. Let's see.
Help you with something?
I want to cross the lake.
Sure. Where to? Got it. Hop in.
Will do.
So, what's the plan? Sounds like a plan.
Huh? Help you with something?
I want to cross the lake.
Sure. Where to? Got it. Hop in.
Yes. Corporal?
Ah! Let's burn them.
Understood. Now would you look at that? Interesting.
Yes?
That way?
That's the way?
Got it.
You got it.
Huh?
Sure.
This way, right? More fighting. Does this never
place
end?
is a bloody graveyard. What's next? Walking corpses. Take them down. Help! Please!
You asked for this.
Yes?
They will fall.
Huh?
Let's see. Now would you look at that?
Sure.
Good move.
This way, right?
What a pleasant surprise. They will fall.
Yes?
Saved by a pale skin. Huh, I didn't expect that. If it wasn't for you, I'd be on some human's dinner plate by tonight. Thank you, friend. My name is Kier, of the Dustcrawler tribe, and I see you're traveling with one of our kind. A fire wielder, isn't it? Zalraka.
Zalraka. Yes, I'm a fire wielder.
What do you mean, on some human's dinner plate?
Well, it's a bit disturbing. Shortly put, there's a gang of human criminals who capture and butcher orcs and sell their meat as wyvern meat. It looks almost the same, so nobody can tell.
What the? Are you joking?
If I were, would I be sitting in a cage and be covered in blood? No, I'm not. I know how absurd it sounds, but apparently these paleskins make a ton of money that way.
And nobody notices the difference? Really?
Well, I've never eaten my own kin. It's bloody disgusting, and I want to think about it as little as possible.
Huh. And how did a Dustcrawler orc end up here in Everlight?
I was trying to put an end to this.
So you're some kind of orc detective?
Oh my, how that sounds. No, I'm not. Actually, I'm a Kalzul, an architect.
Orcs have architects?
Yes, how do you think our cows are constructed? And of course, now you're asking yourself how an orcish architect ended up on a mission like this. Don't. It's complicated.
Tell me.
No, none of your business.
We could help you.
Why? What is it to you?
I'm an orc too, in case you have forgotten.
That's true. Fine then. I hope I won't regret this. If you want to help, we need to pick up where I left off. Evidence.
Ah. So you're trying to get the Everlight Guard to deal with it?
Yes. I'm just one orc, and even if I knew where their hideout was, I can't just run in there swinging my axe around like a maniac and expecting not to die a fool's death. I don't trust these guards. But as of now, they seem to be my only chance.
True. Do you have any idea where we could start looking for evidence?
Actually, yes. I managed to intercept correspondence between one of their thugs and the leader. It should be enough to convince the guards of their presence. However, the thugs took all of my belongings when they ambushed me. Makes sense, I guess. An orc headed for a slaughterhouse doesn't need his books and valuables with him. I say we go right... Foul rack! Bloody wound.
I mean no disrespect, but I don't think you should join this fight for now, brother. You're too weak.
I'm afraid that's true. Let us get your possessions for you.
Fine. I'm no good to anyone dead, am I? I think I heard them talk about some camp near the old mines. Maybe you could start there. Huh?
That's the way?
Sounds like a plan. Sure.
Zarek guides me.
Blasted armor.
What do we need?
Zalraka.
You got it.
Interesting.
That way?
Let's see.
Good move.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes?
You got it.
Whatever's necessary. read my mind. We should get moving. Now, would you look at that? Let's see. Will do.
Fine.
I'll keep you shielded.
Get ready. Just give the word.
Is this really necessary?
Sure.
Sure. Yes?
Blasted armor.
Got it.
Here we go. Fair enough. Let's do this.
Interesting. Understood.
That way?
Time, friend.
Cost fine.
I need help.
Killed one of our heroes.
I can't focus.
What do you want?
Yes.
Back on your feet.
What's
we need
next? Come on. Don't die on us now.
you. Yes? Huh?
Yes.
Zalraka.
This isn't
More cutthroats. Take him down. Yes. Highwaymen. So close to Everlight, though. That's strange.
Yeah.
Let's see. would you look at that? Blazes. Blonde hair. Birthmark on the cheek. That's the old man's daughter.
Damn it. The bandits must have kidnapped her.
And not just that. Let's go back to the old man. He'll want to know.
Tahar, we shouldn't tell the old man what they did to her.
Why?
It'll only make it worse for him. Tell him she fell and broke her neck. That way he'll not have to spend the rest of his life picturing her final moments.
Uh-huh.
You read my mind.
Get ready. Just give the word.
Let's see.
Good move.
This way, right? Sure. That's the way?
Yes? Did you find her?
Well, there's no good way to say it. Rosa is dead. She slipped while getting water and broke her neck.
She... what? What do you mean?
What I just said. We found her body near the river. I'm sorry for your loss.
But... no. No, that's not possible. She was always graceful, dexterous. She wouldn't have fallen. You must have found someone else. I will go look for her myself once the legs have recovered. She's still out there. I can feel it.
Look, sir, she had the birthmark. It was your daughter.
It wasn't. Now, please go. I need to rest. And then I need to prepare. Yes, I have to.
What a goddamn mess.
Hmm?
Such a young girl, abused and murdered. Sometimes I wonder what's wrong with this world.
Of the few refugees who make it to
Interesting.
Yes? Did you find her?
I did. But it seems that she got kidnapped by a group of highwaymen.
What? What are you saying?
Rosa is dead. I'm sorry.
No. No. This isn't possible. Not like this. She can't be. You must have found someone else. I will go look for her myself once the legs have recovered. She's still out there. I can feel it.
Look, sir, she had the birthmark.
It wasn't. Now, please go. I need to rest. And then I need to prepare. Yes, I have...
What a goddamn mess.
Hmm?
Such a young girl, abused and murdered. Sometimes I wonder what's wrong with this world.
Mm-hmm.
Blasted armor. Danger up ahead!
Yes?
Got it.
All right, here goes nothing.
Let's see.
Fine.
Will do.
Thank the Guardians you're here.
What's wrong?
Bandits. That's what's wrong. They've taken the excavation site. I don't think they saw me, but what do we do? Do we call the guard?
We know how to defend ourselves. Let us take care of it.
Are you sure?
Yes. Just stay where you are.
More fighting. Does this never end?
I need help over here.
They killed one of our heroes.
Help, please. Huh?
Tiara's breath. You really killed them all. Just who exactly are you?
A former soldier. So this is the portal.
Yes.
It definitely looks Hibernian. Did you reconstruct it?
No. It was still intact when we found it. Which is more than strange, but that's also where the mystery ended. We couldn't activate it, even with the portal stone.
How did you find it in the first place? And what makes you believe it's connected to the island?
Hibernian stone tablets. You see, similar to the Shapers, the Hibernians had developed a magic that allowed them to travel great distances within a short amount of time through portals. By stepping through an active portal, it took you wherever its counterpart was located.
Teleportation.
Yes, but much safer and also available to the common folk.
I see. And how do you know this portal's counterpart is on the island?
Another long story, for which I assume you don't have the time. Suffice to say that I found a kind of map, one that outlined all the Hibernian portals, how they used to be back in their era.
Interesting. And these portal stones were required to activate them?
Yes, but as I said, it didn't help. I paid a fortune to buy it from a Chilean merchant, but I might as well have sung my incantations on a brick.
Where is that stone now? Can I see it?
You're really stubborn, aren't you? No, you can't. Because I threw it away.
Why?
Because it was useless. It was useless. Like all of this sodding, pointless horseshit I ruined my life for. Forgive me. I shouldn't have gotten so upset. This place, it just brings up memories.
It's all right. You've lost a lot. But please, this is important. Where did you throw it away? Do you remember?
Yes, I remember. There's a small shack near the old River Watch in the southwest. That was the day I had finally realized that I had been chasing a ghost all along. You'll try to find it, won't you? I can see it. Please. I don't know who you are. But believe me, it's pointless. You're wasting your time.
Let me be the judge of that. Will you wait here?
If you insist. It's not as if I'm missing anything in that sodding city.
Huh?
Huh? Alright, why not? Sure. Blasted armor.
Now would you look at that? Understood.
You got it.
Zarek guides me.
Whatever's necessary.
Yes?
So, what's the plan?
Fine.
Yes?
Alright, why not?
Get ready! Focus.
Yes? That's the way?
There. That might be the Purifier's camp.
Yeah. Let's hope the Mage brothers are still alive.
All right. Huh?
That's the twins. Shit.
I know you are here. What do you want? You should choose your words carefully.
You're blind.
I am.
Are you the Sacred Purifier?
That's what Aenir named me, yes. You came here for the twins, I take it. They are dead. They did not withstand my trials. I believe Joseph put them into that cage over there, in case you would like to convince yourself.
Blazes. So you're killing in the name of the purity?
The purity? No. I kill for purity. I do not know much about this Rondar Lacane and his servants, and it does not matter, because soon My time on this world will end.
What do you mean?
I mean what I said. It was never Aenir's will for me to live a long life. He has chosen me for his task, and I have now almost purified 47 people. Just as much time as my miserable shell has spent on this world.
What by Nihalf are you talking about?
I have been blind since birth. All the colors, all the shapes, all the joys of this world. I could not see them. For years and years, I considered my disability a curse. I hated the Guardians. I hated the All-Father. I hated my mother for giving birth to me. And it was only 1 year ago that the All-Father spoke to me and that I finally understood.
What did you understand? That you have to gouge out people's eyes?
Yes, I understood that blemishes like my lack of vision are not a curse, but a punishment. You see, my mother was a whore. She was twisted, impure, sinful, and left me right after I was born. It was a miracle I survived that long. My scourge is the result of my mother's corruption.
You mean you're blind because your mother was a whore?
Yes, and it is the same with every blemish, including magic. They are a reminder of our fathers and mothers' failures. So the All-Father offered me a bargain. The only way to save the blemished is to purify them, the way I do. Pain, suffering, and ultimately death. If I were to do this on 47 sinners, the same as the number of years my wretched shell has lived on this world, I would be able to purify myself.
I don't get it. Even if what you said was true, why would you kill the children of the sinners instead of the sinners themselves? It's not their fault they were born that way.
You are naive, stranger. There is no fault and no guilt in Aenir's deeds. Yes, these people did not choose to be the way they are, but it does not change their nature. A dog does not choose to go feral, yet it needs to be removed.
But why do you gouge out your victim's eyes? Why would Aenir want that?
It is my mark. I am the one Aenir chose to liberate them, so I inflict them with the same blemish that defines me. It is only logical.
Well, not really.
purify yourself?
Do the same to me that I have done to them. Yes. My body is only an instrument, stranger. And the day that it is no longer needed, it shall be discarded.
All right. You will kill no more people. This ends here and now.
That was my plan all along. Joseph, Hawk, kill them.
Yeah. Come, let's get back to Haggard.
Corporal?
Interesting.
Huh? Sure. Good move.
This way, right?
Let's see.
Sounds like a plan.
That's the way?
Got it. Interesting.
Zarek guides me.
That way?
Shh. Can't you see I'm paying my respect?
Mm-hmm. Now would you look at that?
You got it. Fair enough. Let's do this.
More lost souls. Pleasant surprise.
Help! Please! They killed one of our heroes.
I need help over here.
What do we need?
Look at that, boys.
Highwaymen.
We're in for some fun.
Huh?
Yes?
We should get moving.
What's next?
So, what's the plan?
Something you need?
No! No, please, mercy! I don't want to die!
Then you better talk. We want information on your syndicate.
Yes, of course. What do you want to know?
How did this all start? Who in blazes came up with the idea of murdering orcs and selling their meat?
I don't know.
Really?
Yes, really. I only joined the farm a few months ago, and nobody ever told me who came up with it. All I know is that we have to report to a man called the Butcher, who runs the slaughterhouse in Everlight. But I never saw him in person.
Butcher, slaughterhouse. You paleskins make me sick. Be glad the two of us aren't alone.
I'm sorry.
How did you end up like this? You don't look like an average cutthroat.
Because I'm not. I'm from the Mud District, and I spent years looking for work. But it's become almost impossible to find a good job as a fellow from the slums. Then that man Finn showed up in the Shangiga, and, well, the pay was good. And it took me a while until I realized that it wasn't Wyvern meat we were selling.
Where are your headquarters?
You mean the slaughterhouse? Please, I can't tell you. They will kill me if I do.
That does sound painful.
No, please. It's in Everlight. Below Everlight, to be precise. You have a map, don't you? Here. That's where the entrance is. All the meat is processed there. And it's run by the Butcher, our leader.
Anything else?
No, I don't... Wait, yes. The countersign. You need to remember the countersign. You need to answer, "I'm here for the produce," when they ask you, "What's your business?"
I'm here for the produce. All right. Now, what should I do with you?
Kill him.
What? But you said you'd spare me.
Get out of my sight. But if I ever see you working with these cutthroats again, I won't be so lenient.
Yes, of course. I was done with this life anyway. Goodbye, soldier. And thank you for your mercy.
What do you want?
Just
Yes?
give the word. Sure.
What do we need?
Corporal?
Here we go. Fair enough. Let's do this.
Fine.
I'll keep you shielded.
We should get moving. Huh?
Danger up ahead.
Yes.
Fine. Huh?
Interesting.
Hmm? Sounds like a plan.
They will fall.
All right, here goes nothing.
Yes?
Is this really necessary?
That way?
Let's see.
You got it.
Now would you look at that?
All right, why not?
You're back. So, did you find him?
Yes. He's dead, but so are the mages.
Blazes. I knew this would happen. Oh, god damn it. Well, at least you put this bastard to justice.
Listen, Haggard. The political situation in Everlight isn't gonna get better anytime soon, and it's more than likely that someone will get behind what you're doing. I found out, and it wasn't hard. I'm actually looking for a capable smith.
You? But what about the mages here in Everlight?
They will still need help, but you can't help them if you're dead. Back in my camp, we're mages too, and we'll do everything to keep them safe.
That's not a decision I can make on the spot, friend. Let me think about it, will you? Where can we meet should I decide to join you?
I have a scout stationed here in Everlight. Just talk to him once you've made up your mind. Think about it.
I will. Ah, you're back.
Yes?
Uh-huh.
We should get moving.
Huh?
Yes.
I'll take a look.
Uh-huh.
There. I think that's the shack Watley was talking about. Interesting. Look at that. Could this be the stone?
Show me. Yeah, that might be it. Though, that's interesting. This stone. It is ornamented with Hibernian runes, but it looks an awful lot like our Shaper rune.
Interesting. Well, let's get back to Watley.
So, what's the plan?
Look at that. My pale-skinned friends return. Had any luck?
I think so. Are these your things?
Let me see. Yes, they are. I have to say, I'm surprised. My experience with pale-skins so far has been that you talk a lot and act very little.
Listen, there's no guarantee the guard will take down the Syndicate, even if we provide them with the evidence. I actually convinced one of their thugs to tell me the location of their hideout. They call it the Slaughterhouse. And apparently that's also where we could find their leader, the Butcher.
Butcher. Pathetic. But what are you suggesting? That we storm that place all by ourselves? That's suicide.
We're all mages and know how to defend ourselves. And they won't be expecting us. I think we stand a chance.
I agree. If you want something done, take it into your own hands.
A bold plan. But I like it. Fine, let's take care of this ourselves. Where is that hideout?
In the middle of Everlight. Just meet me there.
Understood. Ah, and here. I think you should have this. You deserve it more than I do. So far, I haven't done much more than getting thrown into a cage. I'll meet you in Everlight. May your blood never boil.
Yes?
Let's see.
Sure. Good move. Zalraka.
I'll take a look.
Something you need?
Ah, there you are. So, where is that slaughterhouse?
I'll show you. Follow me.
Okay, I've been thinking. It's probably best if we try to maintain cover as long as possible. The sooner we start the killing, the more likely it is that their leader will get away.
What do you suggest, then?
Simple. Tell the guards that I'm your prisoner, and that you brought me to the hideout for slaughter. If we do it right, then we might be able to get to the Butcher without raising suspicion.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Fair enough. Remember the plan.
Hello, boys. I brought you something for the Butcher. That's the greenskin who's been sticking his nose into our business.
Ah, right. That one. Why haven't you killed him yet?
Because I thought the boss would want to have a word with him.
Aye. I guess he would. So, what's your business?
I'm here for the produce.
Great. Come on in then. And make that fucking animal suffer, will you?
Yes?
Though Everlight is one of the few Nortandian cities with a multiracial population, non-humans are usually met with hostility and prejudice. While there have not yet been any big outbreaks of violence, it is not unusual to find a robbed and beaten-up elf in the Mud District's alleys. Due to their imposing physique, orcs were targeted less often.
Here we are. Now, let's find the butcher.
I can't wait.
Made your peace.
More cutthroats. Take him down. Will do. Whatever's necessary. Yes?
Sounds like a plan. Get ready!
Look at that, boys. We're in for some fun.
Bandits up ahead. Now would you look at that?
All right.
Huh? You read my mind. Corporal? So, I'm guessing you're the butcher.
And I'm guessing you're not here for a nice, crispy piece of orc meat, are you? No, don't say anything. I can feel it. You're the one who butchered my people near the mine, aren't you? And you, orc, are the little detective who tried to expose my business. I guess I should thank you for coming. That saves me the trouble of tracking you down.
Balrog, you're an orc?
Well observed, scum.
I don't get it. Why would you do this? Orchestrate a genocide of your own kind?
My kind? The kind that killed my father just because he refused to take part in slaughtering the neighboring clan for the struggle's sake? The kind that banished a little orcish boy and his sister without as much as one day's worth of provisions? Fuck my kind. The orcs have treated me and my family like stray dogs, and I'm only returning the favor.
If your clan mistreated you, there are other ways of getting back at them.
Oh, are there? Such as burning a Zarek effigy? Stealing a barrel of beer from them? No. Our culture is as rotten as your corpses will be 2 weeks from now. Every orc who still lives according to this nonsense deserves to die. The more gruesomely, the better.
I've heard enough. This ends here.
With pleasure. Get them, boys. Fresh meat.
I'll feed your bloody corpses to the dogs!
Fair enough. Let's do this. I need help over here. Just give the word. All right, here goes nothing.
Yes?
More fighting. Does this never end?
Got it.
Highwayman! Yes?
Focus here. Focus.
For the fire wielders! Huh?
We should get moving.
Really necessary?
What's next? Let's see.
And it's over. Zarek's fangs. This was madness.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. I guess it's best if we forget about this as fast as we can. Either way, I will be forever grateful for what you did for me today. Before you go, please, take this. It's the least I can do after you risked your life for my kind. Also, listen, Tahar. Earlier on, you mentioned something about an army that you command. Was that a metaphor?
It's in the making. Why?
I, was wondering if you'd allow me to join you.
Wait, didn't you say that you're a well-respected architect in your tribe? Why would you want to join me?
Well, I wasn't entirely honest. I'm not just an architect. I'm also the firstborn son of Naris, the High Chieftain of the Dustkin. I don't want to bore you with endless stories, so I'll make it short. My little brother Rak was gifted and destined to be a shaman. And to become a shaman, one needs to pass a trial by Zarak. I had heard talk about it, about how many young orcs die taking it. And the thought of losing my brother, I just couldn't bear it.
I understand, brother. More than you think.
I guess. You're a shaman, too.
So, what did you do?
I kidnapped him. It was foolish, and I got caught a day after we left the cow. My father sent me into exile as a punishment for defying Zarak. All this, me trying to save these orcs from slaughter. Maybe it's my way of repenting for what I've done. But I don't want to talk about it more than I have to. I just can't go back yet.
Well, if you're an architect, your talents might actually come in handy. If you want to join, bring that evidence to the guard, and then join me at the border.
I will do that. Thank you, Tahar. I appreciate it. And I promise I won't be a burden. May your blood never boil. We'll talk later.
So, what's the plan?
Wrong place, wrong friend.
Interesting. Now, would you look at that? Let's see.
Yes?
Yes?
What do you want?
Huh? Corporal?
Understood.
Let's burn them!
Here we go.
Interesting. Now would you look at that?
More lost souls.
You read my mind.
You'll regret this. This way, right?
Interesting.
That way?
Let's see.
Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed.
Huh? That's the way?
Now would you look at
You're
that?
an adventurer, aren't you? Come take a look. I'm sure I've got something that might spark your interest. A fair offer.
Yes?
Sure.
Something you need?
Watley? We found...
By the... What? How is that possible?
The portal. I think it reacted to me.
But... this doesn't make sense. No, this is a dream. This isn't happening.
Well...
I need to see.
Wait.
Too late. We need to follow him.
Great, but you go first.
Huh?
Though some cartographers may claim otherwise, the maps of Io are still far from complete. The Black Sea in particular has always invited explorers and adventurers to fantasize. Situated north of Fiara, many ships have fallen victim to its stormy waters, causing the number of expeditions to diminish.
Tiara's breath. It worked.
Felt just like using a godstone.
Only that this seems to have been a one-way road. The portal is closed.
What about the portal stone?
I don't know. It seems empty. Activating that portal must have used up all of its energy. Question is, where's Watley? And is it just my imagination, or is the sun a bit lower than when we stepped through?
That's very possible. Time tends to get distorted for the user when using teleportation magic. Anyway, best we start searching for Watley. If he's on his own, he might be in danger.
Agreed. Let's follow the path. He can't have gone far.
Tiara's breath. You haven't promised too much, Tahar. This place is incredible.
Just wait until you see it in action.
Just don't forget, we're here for a purpose.
I won't. I'll go talk to Flynn now. We need to find a good place to set up camp. And, if you want to talk, you know, about the past, then feel free to come by.